This girl never had any formal culinary training, yet she could whip up insanely delicious stir-fries. Every customer raved about her skills, until one day, a mysterious man picked up a bite, sniffed it, took a small taste, then without a word, paid, stood up, and handed Lisa a business card. That night, curious, Lisa looked up the address online. It was the most elite restaurant in the country, owned by none other than the legendary chef, Pete. The next day, Lisa was back at her usual food stall, frying noodles, when a luxury car pulled up. Tired of being broke, she clenched her teeth and got in. Wide-eyed, she arrived at a gleaming high-rise, stepped into a professional kitchen, massive stoves, spotless knives you could see your reflection in. She was mesmerized. Soon, a line of chefs filed in, followed by the enigmatic Chef Pete himself. He was auditioning 2 people today, and the challenge was unexpectedly simple: fried rice. The other contestant was some PhD hotshot, grabbing the most expensive ingredients: freshly cooked rice, butter, jumbo shrimp, peas and carrots for color. It looked gourmet. Meanwhile, Lisa dug out day-old rice from the fridge, cracked 2 eggs, and cooked it like street food, high heat, rough and fast. The 2 dishes couldn't be more different. One looked like a masterpiece, the other, just regular fried rice. Pete glanced at the PhD's creation, then scooped up Lisa's, took one whiff, and told the guy, "Get out." The dude protested, but Pete kicked him out. Then turned to Lisa. "The secret to good fried rice? Stale rice." He sniffed her and scowled. "You reek of cheap oil. Wash up before your shift." Lisa scrubbed hard. Did her clothes really smell that bad? In her crisp uniform, her training began. Pete demonstrated once. Top-grade beef, slice exactly 2 millimeters thick. Lisa's first attempt? Too thick. Pete barked, tossing it. Second try? Still trash. She nearly cried, but kept at it until it was barely passable. Then came her forte, high-heat stir-fry. The moment she tossed the ingredients in, Pete grabbed the pan and dumped it. Again and again, calling her useless each time. Her confidence shattered, tears welling up. She almost walked out, but the thought of being broke again made her stay. Even when the flames seared her arms, she kept going. The next morning, co-workers found her asleep on the floor, arms covered in burns. When Pete arrived, Lisa glared, grabbed the pan, and cooked it again, beef flipping fast, done in seconds. Pete inspected it. The slices were nearly translucent. He took a bite, said nothing. That meant she passed. Later, at a high society banquet, Lisa flipped the wok one-handed, turning beef into art. The rich crowd devoured it like savages, and for the first time, she felt a flicker of awe for Pete. But just as she was ready for more, Pete assigned her to dishwashing. Furious, she challenged him, so he tested her knife skills until she cut herself. Her confidence? Gone. Pete ignored her. Never let her cook again, until an incident changed everything. A co-worker got caught smoking in the kitchen. Short-staffed, Pete had no choice. He put Lisa back on the line. The guests? Just a regular family. When the soup was almost served, Pete tasted it and dumped it all. No time to remake it, so he mixed tap water with instant noodle seasoning. Lisa was stunned, but the family didn't notice. They loved it. Back at the kitchen, Pete exploded. Fired the soup guy on the spot, humiliated him, until the guy snapped, stabbed Pete with a kitchen knife. In the hospital, Lisa was the only one who visited. Pete, for once, showed vulnerability, told her how he became a top chef. As a kid, he lived with his mother, a servant in a rich man's house. He'd watch them eat caviar. Curious, he once sneaked a taste, got caught, and his mom was humiliated. Later, he licked a spilled speck off the floor, and realized, this luxury tasted like garbage. That's when he knew, the rich don't eat for flavor. They eat for status. So he played the game, fed their egos, proved they couldn't tell the difference. That family earlier? They were drowning in debt, wanted one good meal before ending it all, and Pete served them instant noodle soup. Lisa's admiration shattered. Asterisk asterisk, this man was a fraud. Then, at a private hunting banquet, she saw the rich feasting on endangered species, quit on the spot. Pete just smirked. Go ahead. Leave. But fate twisted, her father fell sick. Hospital bills piled up. Desperate, she dug out an investor's card. They built her a high-end restaurant, marketed her as the goddess chef, used exclusivity to lure the wealthy, and it worked. Then one day, Pete walked in. Lisa served her newest dish, waiting for his verdict. But he tore her apart. She stayed silent, because he wasn't wrong. She'd become just like him, cold, ruthless, driving everyone away. Hungry for redemption, her investor landed her a royal banquet, against Pete. She served an elegant seafood course. The nobles barely reacted. Then the lights dimmed, a whole roasted cow descended. Pete charged at it with a cleaver, hacked off chunks, doused it in mystery spices, lit a fire. The entire beast burst into flames. A spectacle of power. He hand-fed the first bite to a socialite, and the crowd descended like animals. Lisa stayed calm. grabbed her wok, used the cheapest ingredients, and cooked simple street noodles. To her, this was real food. The elites, who'd never tasted peasant dishes, actually loved it. She thought she'd won, until Pete poured out bowls of soup. Lisa recognized it instantly, instant noodle flavoring. Yet the crowd treated it like gold. Pete's message was clear, asterisk asterisk, you can't win. These people don't care about taste, they're here for the illusion I sell. Just as Lisa's heart sank, police stormed in, Pete's illegal wildlife cooking footage playing on their phones. His empire crumbled in seconds. He screamed at Lisa, revealing the truth, her investors set him up. She'd been a pawn all along. Staring at the barely touched feast, she felt empty. In the end, she walked away from the dream, returned to her humble stall, and kept frying her own kind of legend.